Reality show, Real Tropics of the Atlantic.
Anyway, this is the next problem we're going to deal with. It's going to head on eastbound, come right up through the chute.
So to recap, we have Tropical Depression 9, we have Tropical Depression 8, and we have Hurricane Gaston, plus what we're watching for possible development coming off the African coast.
Another storm hasn't even emerged off the coast of Africa yet. And already the National Hurricane Center is saying, you know what? This is a pretty conducive environment for developments.
We're nearing the peak of hurricane season, so obviously things emerging, well, they're going to have a decent chance of developing.
And there's a brand new area that we're watching. It's this wave right off the coast of Africa.
Another storm coming out of the Atlantic, comes up through here, comes up here, then it goes up toward the eastern seaboard as a big hurricane. And it's like deja vu. Here we go again. You know, so this time the European model has a storm coming too. So
here's this system coming off of Africa.
How strong will this get? Where will it go? Those are all questions that remain to be answered.
And this is a pretty vigorous system.
92L. Oh, look at that. 92L.
What do you got for me?
Good morning, folks.
Are you cool?
Hey, everybody. It's a heads up.
Because I'm going to be dropping some hard Thor news science upon you.
Stay cool.
Hit the button, baby.
Wait. Push this button.
Well, this is space. There's space all over the place.
Hell yeah, we're flying now.
Thor News presents.
And this is the time of the year where you get these strong tropical disturbances that come off Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your pre-cyclone hurricane plans now. Because on top of all the activity going on, we've got our next round on deck, Invest 92L. And if you look at this model, it puts it up in Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina's face. And this oceanic season has been pretty wild. Africa has been shooting these things out like a machine gun. That's right, newly minted 92L, a tight modeled westward track. Very high confidence that this is gonna fuck up somebody's shiz. Can you overdose on depressions? The ocean would like to know. It's coming off Africa, looking a bit like a ghost. Wow. Apparently, it's got a pretty thick dust extinction aerosol optical thickness, according to NASA. She said. So, remember, what is beginning now is going to continue for about 10 more days. So everybody get ready for this wild weather war. Sage is over there mashing buttons like a fiend.
We are already tracking the next tropical wave.
We're looking at Invest 92L.
That is coming off Africa late Monday night and into Tuesday.
And this is your development area right in through here.
And conditions look fairly decent as we head across the Atlantic and toward the Caribbean.
The system is going to be moving eastward during the course of the week, and it may impact the United States sometime next week. And
So that's what we're looking at, that wave still sitting on land, but once it moves off into the ocean, we'll see what becomes of it, where it will go, and how strong it will be.
Anyway, this is the next problem we're going to deal with. It's going to head on eastbound, come right up through the chute, up into the Caribbean. And next week, we'll be dealing with some kind of storm coming in through the Caribbean that will be threatening something, you know, maybe the eastern seaboard in about 12 days or so. We will see. The GFS model sure does bring up some interesting ideas, which it should do, because what they do is they have this little algorithm called the hype algorithm, and they put that in there so that as the model goes out in the distance, it makes storms bigger and it gets everybody all excited. You know, if they were still advertising on that GFS model, then the United States would be the National Weather Service would be millionaires. Greatest hype model ever.
again, names, numbers, all kinds of things. But look, this
is out there into the Atlantic. This last frame that blinks off and on, this is the thing that the GFS is watching. That's going to come out and head across the Atlantic Ocean this week, then head up toward the eastern seaboard maybe. That's what it's watching. I don't know. You know, after last week, after being led down the wrong path with that stupid model, you know, it's like, I'm just going to wait and see. I'm going to wait till I see the eye of the storm. All right. Okay.
If there's one thing I want to communicate here, it's that time is on our side. Here's the deal, folks. Lots of time, again, to watch this. We don't get great data until we actually have a tropical cyclone.
We'll keep you updated. Now, once these waves approach the islands, they typically take 3 different tracks. The first track, that is a track that goes up and around, or what we call a recurving track, away from the United States. The second track, well, one of the more dangerous ones, that is in the western Atlantic. And they do typically strengthen, and these are the ones that can cause havoc along the east coast of the United States. The third track becomes more of a problem for the Gulf of Mexico. If this system would survive, we are looking at it approaching either into the Gulf of Mexico or the east coast of the United States somewhere around September 9th or 10th. These systems are always difficult.
Stay cool. And then over here, we got the ESO telling us you got stellar outbursts, which brings water snowline into view. That's right. So you got one solar system that's breathing oxygen, and that you can breathe in. And you got another where it's snowing. You can literally go snow skiing in outer space, asterisk. So I'm just saying, they used to say like, oh my God, water's so rare. It's only on Earth. And they're like, oh yeah, it's on Mercury, it's on Venus, it's on Mars, it's on Jupiter, it's on Ceres, it's on Pluto. You know what? I bet there's sound in space. Wait, they didn't used to say that. I just said that now. But I bet you could totally hear sound in space.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
Every day.
Stay cool.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hit the button, baby.
Party dance time.
Yeah, for me.
An update. Good morning, folks.
Are you cool?
Hey, everybody. It's your heads up.
This is space. There's space all over the place.
Eyes to the skies.
Because I'm going to be dropping some hard Thor News science upon you. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents. All right. Young stars are often surrounded by dense, rotating disks of gas and dust, known as protoplanetary disks, from which planets are born. You see, the heat from a typical young solar-type star means that the water within a protoplanetary disk is gaseous up to distances around 3 AU, astronomical units, from the star. That's less than 3 times the average distance between the Earth and the Sun, or around 450 kilometers, if you're calculating it out at home for fun. Further out, due to the extremely low pressure, the water molecules transition directly from a gaseous state to form a patina of ice and dust, grains, and other particles. The region in the protoplanetary disk where water transitions between the gas and solid phases is known as the water snow line. Wait, what, man? Like, now you're talking about it like there's just a whole lot of water around almost every star there is. Like, when stars are forming, oh yeah, there's just a natural giant pocket of water that either moves in or out on the protoplanetary disk. Seems to be a lot different than I remember. I don't remember water being a part of solar system formation all the time. But the star V883 Uranus is unusual. A dramatic increase in its brightness has pushed the water snow line out to a distance of around 40 AU. Oh, roughly the size of the orbit of a planet Pluto in our solar system. The huge increase combined with the resolution of ALMA at along baselines has allowed a team to be led by Lucas Caesar to make the first ever resolved observations of a water snow line in a protoplanetary disk. That is exciting. The ALMA observations came as a surprise to us. Our observations were designed to look for disk fragmentation leading to planet formation. We saw none of that. Instead, we found what looks like a ring at 40 AU. This illustrates well the transformational power of ALMA, which delivers exciting results even if they're not the ones we were looking for. That's an interesting thing for a scientist to say. I wonder if that ever happens and then they put in the information they were looking for anyway. Nah. The bizarre idea of snow orbiting in space is fundamental to planet formation. What? Man, this story hurt my brain seed, and my sense of humor is now toast. Soggy, cold toast. Nobody likes soggy, cold toast. Not even English people. Man, I've become something nobody likes. Crap. The presence of water ice regulates the efficiency of the coagulation of dust grains. The first step in planet formation. Yeah, kids, you know how planets form? It starts with the coagulation of dust grains. And then step 2 is magic. In step 3, you have a fully formed solar system. Man, I'm in the mood to coagulate. I don't really know what that means. I'll have to look it up eventually. Maybe it'll be my word of the day on my word of the day calendar. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Within the snow line, where water is vaporized, smaller, rocky planets like our own are believed to form. Outside the water snow line, the presence of water ice allows the rapid formation of cosmic snowballs, which eventually go on to form massive gaseous planets such as Jupiter. Oh my God, that is so ridiculous. Is this a joke? This has got to be a joke, right? Like, if they're real close to the sun, the water forms rocks. If they're real far away from the sun, the water forms Jupiter. Boom. Science. It's up your butt, Joe Boo. All right, let's see if UCLA had anything as ridiculous to say. You just make crap up. You just get that scientist badge and you go around saying, oh yeah, dark matter killed the dinosaurs. Oh yeah, dark matter formed the solar system. Oh yeah, we're stuck in 1888 technology because of religion. Well, I guess that's true because economics is a true religion. UCLA astronomers have made the first accurate measurement of these nuts. Wait, that's not what that says. UCLA astronomers have made the first accurate measurement of the abundance of oxygen in distant galaxies. That is just crazy. You got space air. Hey everybody, I'm selling space air. It's like real air, but it's way more expensive. Oh, I got a cat attacking me. Oh my God. This cat wants some attention. We all want a little attention. Did you know oxygen is the third most abundant chemical element in the universe? It's created inside stars. Oh really? And released into interstellar gas when stars die. Well, they say you shit your pants when you're hung, so I guess that's the same thing for a star. You oxygenize, or as Sage likes to say, the oxidation event. What? The great oxidization event. It's like the Big Bang of air.
That was great.
There was no air, and then bam, there was air everywhere. Oh yeah, man, this science is fun. You just make shit up. Okay, we don't have oxygen in our solar system. Why?
Oh, we will. The great oxidization events have to happen on all the planet. Life's all over the place.
We're looking back in time at this galaxy as it appeared 12 billion years ago, said Alice Shapley. I would ask if she's shapely, but A, that might piss Sage off, and B, that would be sexist. Because, like, if there was a dude, like it was Frank Shapley, I wouldn't be saying, hey, is Frank Shapley shapely? You know what I'm saying? All right, that joke's stupid. I'm fired myself. Thor, you're fired from Thor News. Luna the Cat, you now have my job. Cosmos 1908 contains approximately 1 billion stars. In contrast, the Milky Way contains approximately 100 billion stars. Yeah, they counted them all. I guess it was just like a jar of gumballs. And they looked at pictures and was like, yeah, it's about 1 billion. And the other one's about 100 billion. Shapley said that prior to Sanders' discovery, researchers didn't know if they could measure how much oxygen there was in these distant galaxies. Why would you need to measure how much oxygen was in a distant galaxy?
Maybe I move there.
To characterize the chemical contents of Cosmos 1908, Sanders analyzed a particular wavelength in the most far spectrum of this galaxy that is sensitive to the amount of oxygen. Oh my God, seriously? I got a camera that'll tell me how much oxygen there is. I went and took a photograph outside and said, see that whole frame? That's how much oxygen is in this frame. It's filled with it. Did I mention that I'm gonna carbon date your face with my carbon dating? All right, God bless everybody.
Hey, I see a potential big storm coming.
So we'll call this the new reality show, Real Tropics of the Atlantic.
Anyway, this is the next problem we're going to deal with. It's going to head on eastbound, come right up through the chute.
So to recap, we have Tropical Depression 9, we have Tropical Depression 8, and we have Hurricane Gaston, plus what we're watching for possible development coming off the African coast.
Another storm hasn't even emerged off the coast of Africa yet. And already the National Hurricane Center is saying, you know what? This is a pretty conducive environment for developments.
We're nearing the peak of hurricane season, so obviously things emerging, well, they're going to have a decent chance of developing.
And there's a brand new area that we're watching. It's this wave right off the coast of Africa.
Another storm coming out of the Atlantic, comes up through here, comes up here, then it goes up toward the eastern seaboard as a big hurricane. And it's like deja vu. Here we go again. You know? Well, this time the European model has a storm coming too, so.
Here's this system coming off of Africa.
How strong will this get? Where will it go? Those are all questions that remain to be answered.
And this is a pretty vigorous system.
92L. Oh, look at that. 92L.
What do you got for me?
Good morning, folks.
Are you cool?
Hey, everybody. It's your heads up.
Because I'm going to be dropping some hard Thor News science upon you. Stay cool. Hit the button, baby.
Wait. Let me push this button.
Well, this is space. There's space all over the place.
Hell yeah, we're flying now. Thor News presents.
And this is the time of the year where you get these strong tropical disturbances that come off Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your pre-cyclone hurricane plans now. Because on top of all the activity going on, we've got our next round on deck, Invest 92L. And if you look at this model, it puts it up in Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina's face. And this oceanic season has been pretty wild. Africa's been shooting these things out like a machine gun. That's right, newly minted 92L, a tight modeled westward track. Very high confidence that this is gonna fuck up somebody's shiz. Can you overdose on depressions? The ocean would like to know. It's coming off Africa, looking a bit like a ghost. Wow. Apparently, it's got a pretty thick dust extinction aerosol optical thickness, according to NASA. She said. So, remember, what is beginning now is going to continue for about 10 more days. So everybody get ready for this wild weather war. Sage is over there mashing buttons like a fiend.
We are already tracking the next tropical wave.
We're looking at Invest 92L.
That is coming off Africa late Monday.